Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're joining us from. Thanks for being here. This is the Papa Joe Show, where Papa Joe knows. I am your host, Papa Joe. Glad to have you guys here. It's really a fun morning today out here in the southeast. It is dumping rain like crazy, and I just heard a thunderbolt go off in December. Something's going on out there. Something's happening in the weather. Something's going on, and some very, very interesting things. And yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting time coming forward, I think, towards the end of the year. If you guys pay attention to Cliff High at all, it talks about the potential for mini ice age coming up. Weather patterns are changing. Things are different in lots of different ways. I don't really know what's happening out there. Quite frankly, I don't think really anybody really does, but stuff isn't right. That's for sure. So, but anyways, I digress. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Help me grow the channel out. Make sure that I can actually have uh, grow that channel out there and get more eyeballs and ears really into the fray here for getting us into the getting information out to the people. Let's put it that way. Be a better way to put that. So, but anyways, yeah, subscribe, like, smash those likes. Be great. If you're out here watching live, even if you're not watching live, go and smash those likes if you like the content. Of course, I get it. If you don't, that's fine. That's fair. And that's not for everybody. I do have a different type of an opinion, a different worldview than a lot of people, but I try to stick true to myself and stick true to the principles that I live by. So, but anyways. With that, so let's go ahead and run through who we've got in the live chat. By the way, if you're watching live, pop in the live chat. I will do my best to say hi, say hey, do that kind of fun stuff, and join the conversation. And let's have a good time. So, we've got Tom as always, sir. Thank you for being here. It means a lot to me. Oh, real quick, side thing. No, you know what? Let's just scroll through there and then we'll go. Tom, good morning. Good morning. And yes, there was a nice bounce in Matic, and it is going to continue to rise because Matic, as I covered last week, is actually making really, really big leaps and strides. Good morning, Crypto Sherpa. Good morning. Hey, Joanna, how are you? And yes, I am really live. I am talking live right now. I am doing all of these things live. I don't really have time to do edits and videos and things like that. So let the chips fall where they may. It is what it is. Let's have a fun time. And you know what? It's really me, and I'm really having a fun time. I like talking to you guys. I love spending time with you guys and coming out and just talking through the different stuff that either I find or dig or whatever the Lord puts on my heart, whatever, most of that type of stuff is on the Patreon show, which is scrolling across the bottom of the screen and linked in the description of the video as well. And if you can't hear it, it's thundering again in December. So weird. So weird. Anyways, Thomas, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Kim, good morning. Thanks for being here. It is a good morning for sure. Let's see who else is here. All right. So, what do we have here? I was going to say thank you all for helping me reach the 1,000 subscribers. It's been a little over 3 months now. I'm still scratching my head on that. I apparently am being told that's not normal. My dad actually kind of helped me out with that one. I think he's been doing this training and it's around the social media stuff, and he gave me some tips on how to do that stuff, and it's just simple little things you do when you do your videos, and it makes it kind of go through. So it's because of you guys that is there. So thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for being out there and paying attention to what I have to say. It means a lot to me. It really does. And just now there's another threshold I have to meet, and that's just hours of content watched, really, and then I can actually really blow the channel up. So I'm looking at a couple of things to help me do that, just to kind of get the videos onto other social sites. So, but anyways, yes, Crypto Sherpa, thank you for pointing that out. It means a lot to me that you guys did that. So it is from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. So, yeah, Joanna, next off 1 million. You know what? That would be amazing. You guys get me to 1 million subscribers. Holy cow. That would be a God thing for sure. But you never know. You guys help me. Help me get it out there. Get it on your socials. Share it out. All that fun stuff. It makes a huge difference for me. Thank you, Divvy Daddy. Good morning, my friend. Good morning. Thanks for always being amazing. I really, really appreciate you very much, sir. So, anyways, yeah. I was going to say something. Oh, programming show notes here. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'm going to be doing shows on the road. I think I'm going to be able to do them. I'll let you know if that changes. Those of you in my Patreon, I will let you know if any of that changes. I will definitely be doing, I think, the live 12:30 show. But I will let you know if any of that changes. If not, I will pick some of my more recent videos and let them restream. Just because some people have not seen them, and it would be probably good to have that in there anyways. But I will be visiting with one of our very dear friends, Bitcoin Ben. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out logistically to do this show, and I'm pretty sure he's going to continue to do his shows. So, but anyways, maybe we'll have some on each other's show, or maybe we'll do a live stream together simultaneously. That would be really weird, I guess. For I don't know how that would work, but anyways, yeah, fun times. We're gonna have a fun time later this week. We're gonna talk about a couple of things. I'm still not sure what they're going to be 100%, but it's gonna be fun either way. So, let's see. What was the other thing I was gonna say? Yeah, there will. Oh, okay, so for those 3 days, I may not do Patreon shows. Just because the later in the afternoon is typically when, I don't know, a couple other things take place. So, but yeah. Anyways, so programming shows there. So be on the lookout for that. If I can do live streams there, great. If I'm not able to, I will make sure that you guys have something Papa Joe put out there for you guys, things like that. So, anyways, thank you again and again. Thank you. So today, I kind of wanted to talk about the dip. And yes, it's a dip. It's not crashing. We're not crashing here. It stopped way too soon for it to be a dip in crypto. So let's put it this way. There's a lot of things taking place in the world that's going to affect all markets. And I've mentioned that to you guys before. And there are some big things that are taking place that is not being covered by the media at all, nor will it really be covered by the media. It's usually going to be little articles here and there that just get tucked away and aren't paid attention to at all. So, oh, you know what? I am missing. I left my coffee on the other desk. Oh well, no coffee for me right now. So there's a lot of things taking place in the world that is causing this, right? So it's crypto's on sale. There's nothing wrong with that. It's time. I have friends who've actually reached out to me. People, honestly, I haven't heard from or talked to in a very long time. Hey, I bought the dip. Bought this coin. Is this a good coin? I was like, yes, it's a good coin. It's a good one. They bought Divi, believe it or not. Divi is man, the La Liga is going to be huge. It is a great day to buy, Tom. Yes, Divi is just under 10 cents. It spiked up to 18 cents, and then it seemed, and I was kind of watching the market a little bit. It seemed like there was really one wallet that was selling. It was kind of weird. I'm not really sure what all happened there, but it was, I guess somebody was taking advantage of the sell or the jump up. I think it popped up to 18 cents, and then they wanted to take advantage of that. And I don't think they were experienced really to know how to keep a gentle sell going if they were going to sell. But anyways, it is what it is. But it gives us another opportunity to buy it now. So we're going to end up having Divi is going to be we haven't even seen the market effect really of what Divi is going to do yet. Once it starts being advertised on the commercials for the La Liga, for it inside the stadiums, on the jerseys of the teams, things like that, where they're going to imagine. I think it was Russell who put this out on the live stream. Imagine on their live at 5. Russell's their CFO, by the way. Imagine an announcement on the TV and in the stadium. Download the Divi app now and buy Divi and for a chance to win blah, 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 blah. Talk about boom. Guys, pay attention, please. Realize Divi's doing things people aren't doing in the crypto space, and they're making major inroads into the real world, just like Matic is. We talked about Matic as well. Divi is huge. Yes, Divi Daddy, there's not much for sale. That's right. So the liquidity is very tight. So please pay attention to that. So as you buy it, just realize that there's not many people selling. The liquidity's there. It's not much. So when you buy it, just this is it. This is you're not gonna have this price point for very long. Let's just put it that way. It really isn't. So, anyways, I'll pop right in here and show you guys something here. So right before we had wrong button, wrong side. So right before the dump, as people are calling it, or the dip, there was a bunch of whales that moved Bitcoin into the different exchanges. And if you're not following it on Twitter, there is a whale. Actually, I'll pull it up here. If you're not following me on Twitter, by the way, it's at PAPAJO42, and y'all can't see that because I have a banner running across. Let's pull that off. It's right here on the bottom. The other side. Well, now you can't see it at all. At PapaJoe42. And my at Papa Joe, unfortunately, got deleted with the whole purge of everything back in the before when Trump was in office and all that stuff was taking place. I did have a straight up Papa Joe one, but it got killed. It got removed. But anyways, I digress. So let's go here. And I was going somewhere with this. Oh. Search whale. Crypto. Oh. Whale alert, something like that. Something whale alerts. I don't know. Crypto. It'll be in my feed. I know I probably shared it. Oh, well. I was going to show you guys. There's a stupid handle on Twitter that effectively goes over. It monitors all of the traffic from different wallets and into exchanges and stuff like that. So I apologize for the for that little squirrel there. But anyways, so yeah, there is a Twitter handle that you can follow that basically shows you how much massive amounts of money, like I'm talking tens of millions, will move in and out of exchanges. This is basically talking about monitoring those type of things. So it's interesting that whales are increasingly eager to sell. Yeah, what kind of whales? Because I'm not. There's other people who aren't. You guys aren't. These are people trying to sell, and I have a suspicion that these are government-related wallets that are moving these types of coins in to sell them down. Like, that doesn't happen in Bitcoin or crypto unless it's someone trying to manipulate the price down. It just doesn't happen. Okay. So they're just pointing out that all these different things. CryptoQuant is another noted that exchange reserves were already back to their existing long-term downtrend after briefly spiking immediately before the dip. So that's right, Joanna. Thank you for finding that. It's whale alert. I was spelling it wrong. So whale_alert is a Twitter handle that you can follow along with and see where cryptos are moving in and out of exchanges. So, but anyways, I think that, like I said, it's governmental. We'll cover this in a minute, but Senor Gensler stresses crypto markets are open to manipulation and investors vulnerable. Unfortunately, this asset class is rife with fraud, scams, and abuse in certain applications. Well, he's probably not wrong on some things with the old stuff, but he's not talking about Bitcoin there. In many cases, investors aren't able to get rigorous, balanced, and complete information on tokens or trading and lending platforms. While I don't disagree on some of those, but if you're not able to do that, then what are you doing buying the coin? I mean, we all are adults here. Make our own mind up. We don't need a babysitter telling us what to do. Quite frankly, that babysitter needs to go and sit down and shut up and learn from us who are doing this, who've been doing this for longer than he has, even though he thinks he can teach an MIT class about blockchain, and even though he comes out and talks about and slams it. Really, really showing yourself to do really well there, buddy. Anyways, that is partly some stuff. I wonder if there's governmental type of wallets that are coming in and selling. Let's put it this way. This is what's going on. This is what's causing it. Okay? This is what's causing all the markets. The fact that the stock market went up this morning is a very, very odd thing. And it comes into play with the Fed buying stocks and bonds. So, China nears a reckoning as property firms face tough deadlines. Evergrande and Casa, I guess that's how you say that, must come up with hundreds of millions of dollars in days. Beijing sought to reassure markets overall, but signaling it might let Evergrande fail. All right. So, here's the thing. In this article, and I've seen other articles as well, effectively, the how do I say that out here? And I should have covered this on my stupid Patreon. It's gonna be hard to say this stuff out here without getting potentially bumped offline. So you guys who are watching it live, you may be the only ones who get to watch this. Anyways, Evergrande, with bills totaling $300 billion or more, will need to come up with more than $82 million in cash by the end of today, Monday, in the United States to fend off its creditors. So let's put it this way. The controllers of the everything there. How do I say this? Man, whatever. The government there is effectively, as I understand, back channels and information there. I can't bring it out here. That they basically own Evergrande now. They have taken control of it, and they're going to make sure that all of the creditors inside the borders of their countries or their friends that they want to make sure get taken care of are going to be taken care of. But they're going to end up letting those who they don't like to take care of, like the US and others, like they're going to probably let them fail, which is going to cause problems globally. But they're going to make sure that they're taken care of internally. Does that make sense? Thumbs up, y'all, if that made sense. I'm trying. Joanna, yes, I'm not putting that on the screen, but yes. They, I think, own this. I think Cliff High actually talked about this as well. He actually pointed, him saying some of the stuff he did got me digging as well, and I went and looked into some stuff, and it's not just Evergrande. This is why I pulled this article up. The other developer in distress, Casa Group, must pay bondholders $400 million on Tuesday after it said it failed last week to get approval from investors to renegotiate its terms. So, remember how a couple weeks ago, I said that Evergrande wasn't the only one. They're at the tip of the iceberg. There's more. Chinese properties developers have $1.3 billion in U.S. bond payments due this month, and they can't even come up with $82 million. Guys, by April, that number will jump to $17 billion, according to an estimate by Goldman Sachs. Do you guys understand what's happening? Yes. So, Joanna, that's correct. I can't. Well, actually, I can pull that up. Cliff talked about this and making an example out of Evergrande. Yes, very much so. I think they're going to let Evergrande fail, and they're going to crush global markets. And I don't know if guys, this is why everything's down. There's a rumor, and I haven't been able to confirm this, so you guys do your own research, but there's rumors that Tether in some way, form, or fashion has something to do with some of the debt here, and the holdings of funds for the companies, that they have the funds, but it's in crypto, and since the China government won't let them do bank transactions, the banking system won't let them do bank transactions, they can't get their money out, so therefore they can't pay their bonds. So that's it's like they put them between a rock and a hard place on purpose, almost to let the bonds fail, so that when the bonds fail, it pulls the entire market globally down. That's where I'm kind of going with this. That's where I'm thinking things are going with this. That's why I think cryptos are down, because they're trying to figure out how to sell everything they can to come up with the payments for these. Think about it. The numbers that came off the markets were really close to the numbers that they need to pay for this. Now, it being crypto, you can't really follow the wallets like that, but it's just I'm speculating here, okay? Y'all realize I'm speculating here. You got to realize that this is going to cause, when they let this fail, they're not going to let it fail internally. They're going to let it fail externally. Just realize that. If Evergrande and Casa miss their payments, China's leaders could find themselves in a difficult position. They risk destabilizing the property market and the financial system if big companies suddenly collapse. This isn't talking about the financial system just in their country. This isn't talking about the property market just in their country. They own property around the world. The financial systems that are involved in this, who own the bonds, I really, really, really wonder, where was that one? Really, really wondered that if our Federal Reserve, I actually wonder if they're buying those types of bonds, either whether they're directly buying them or by proxy, or I don't know. I wonder if that's what's going on and why the Fed is likely to decide to double the pace of its taper to $30 billion. So they're going to stop buying $30 billion a month. In its December meeting comments, and central bank officials suggests. Okay. The Fed chair, Jerome Powell, in testimony last week, supported the idea of a faster taper that made a dramatic shift when he said the big concern with another wave of that thing. Okay, I'm not saying that on out here. Or a new hunger disease, a new version of the hunger disease is coming out. And inflation. They're trying to blame it on this, and it's really inflation. Okay, just realize that. But it's also, I think they're going to stop buying the bonds because I really actually wonder if they're buying these bonds. They buy each other's debt. Let's just put it that way. I mean, just be on the lookout, guys. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing for the crypto market. It's going to let everything come down to be on sale like it is right now. But this is what I keep saying, and I'm going to keep saying it. This is the way I really view this, okay? I think that the entire market globally, including the cryptos, will come down. I think cryptos will come down to a certain point. I don't know what that point is. I kind of wonder if we're about there. And then it will stop. You might see them try to prop up the regular markets just to kind of get people to not touch the cryptos, kind of like we're seeing today. Crypto's down, the stock market as a whole is up. Okay. Kind of makes me kind of go, okay, maybe that is taking place. They're going to try and get people to go, oh, we need to buy back into the regular market, but they're not going to. The dollar's failed. It's gone. It is worth nothing. Sorry, I have eczema. I'm not trying to be annoying there, but I do have eczema. And it does bother me a lot. They're going to prop up the market to try to get people's attention into the market, and while cryptos go down, and then then all of a sudden they've popped out to the regulators saying, oh, it's full of manipulation. See, you need to be in our markets. Okay. You got to realize that crypto is going to come down to a point and it's going to stop, and the rest of the market's going to pop, and then it's going to dump like hard, and people are going to buy into crypto like it's nothing. Like they're not going to care what the price is. They're going to buy into it like it is no price at all, because the dollars failed, the markets are going to fail, the global housing market's going to fail because of Evergrande and the other housing companies and development companies around the world. Just be patient, hodl the crap out of what you have, because you give it up, then that means they get to buy it. That's the way this works. There's not derivatives with Bitcoin, with crypto. They're trying to take away your ability to buy and purchase stuff. So I just check in here with the chat. Yes. Joanna, I think that's what's going to be part of the collapse from a financial and economic standpoint. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a big part of that. I think Let's see here. What else is going on? So, anyways, I think that we're going to end up seeing a major problem when it comes to this stuff. And this is what's happening. And this is why I'm seeing it. Here's another article. Evergrande moves towards restructuring. State, you know who that is, swoops in to contain the risk. This article effectively, Evergrande says, no guarantee it can make $82.5 million debt payments. That's by the end of today. It says creditors have also demanded $260 million in repayment. Authorities summoned chairman. Shares dropped 20% at all-time low. Authorities, you guys know who that is. They summoned the chairman, who's already sold his personal wealth to take care of payroll and things like that. Cover that as well. Disorderly collapse could ripple through property sector. This is not just in their country. This is global because they own land globally. Okay? They do own the most in their country. However, they do have large holdings in ours and other countries around the world. Evergrande would be the second biggest. I don't know what EM means. I don't know. Yeah. So I didn't even get down this far. You know what? I'm not even going to speak to it because I don't want to misrepresent anything. But anyways, so they're going to dump out of the markets. They're going to get into cash, and they're going to take that cash and going to dump it into the crypto market. Then that's mainly because the dollar has been inflated intensely, and that's why we have all high inflation, falling unemployment, prompted Powell's pivot. They want to decrease the amount of bond purchases by a lot more, which is a drop in the bucket at the end of the day. It really is a drop in the bucket. Just pay attention, people. This is what's coming down the pipe. It's not a bad thing in the crypto world. It's not a bad thing in the gold and silver market when the manipulation is down. So the physical gold and silver market, it's not a bad thing, okay? I've had people that over the years, like, man, crypto's so volatile, blah, 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 blah. Those same people have come to me. Some of them have come to me even today, and they're like, I just bought the dip. I started off with that. I just bought the dip. It's like, I thought you were against this. Yeah, no. They're not. They're buying into it, guys. Everybody is. It is fantastically beautiful to watch people go, I need to buy this because the other markets are failing. They're actually seeing the correlation. They're actually taking it now and running in the right direction. Finally. They're finally running in the right direction. And this is what I've been trying to say on this show for a while. Cryptocurrency is the exit strategy, okay? From the traditional old style markets, cryptocurrencies are the exit strategy. And when we get to certain market caps, especially like in Bitcoin, when Bitcoin hits, I did a calculation a couple months back. I want to say when Bitcoin hits like $8 trillion, $5 trillion market cap just in Bitcoin, you'll be able to move several $100 billion, and it might fluctuate a little bit, but not much. And at that point, again, I keep saying to you guys, it's not going to be valued or in dollars. You need to realize that the Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general will be valued. Their valuation will be in something else, probably gold, probably silver, potentially land, potentially something like that. That is the direction I think we're going with all this. All right. It's not going to be dollars anymore. It's not going to be any fiat currency globally. Look at not Venezuela. Okay, well, yeah, look at Venezuela and how they collapsed, and they're trying to rebuild their stuff, and it's continued to collapse. And then look at El Salvador, where their economy wasn't doing so great, and now they're building schools and hospitals, and now they're building a crypto or blockchain city. I mean, hello, moving to crypto is the best thing for them. And the president, he's even out. I follow him on Twitter. He's even out there touting and slamming like the Bank of England, basically stating effectively, when was the last time you actually cared about anything about us? And the countries are becoming wise to this now. They're realizing that they can be free from the fiat constructs, the banking systems that they have been under for thousands or hundreds of years now. Thousands of years, technically speaking. Well, we won't go. Well, anytime any fiat currency has ever been brought up over the past 5,000 years, gold has always been the one that's been the means of exchange, or the store of value, the transfer of value, moving forward in time, so to speak. And gold and silver you can buy with crypto, and you get a discount. You get a discount buying with crypto. It's that cool. The people who have the gold and silver want to actually give it to you at a lower price if you buy with crypto, which means to them, crypto is more valuable than the gold. Think about that one. The silver, it's more valuable than the silver. Think about that one. Joanna, yes, you're correct. I can't put that on the screen, but yes, that's correct. If we were in my Patreon, I'd pull that up and I would read it. But anyways, just have to be careful out here. I actually had to split the Patreon and my regular channel into two separate YouTube channels, like the back ends, so that way I could actually keep this one clean, so to speak, and kind of go forward from there. If you want to hear me unfiltered, though, it's scrolling around the bottom of the screen here. Just follow that right there. It's linked in the description of the channel here as well, or the video. It's where I get to be unfiltered and say the things that people are thinking. Let's put it that way. I like to put it that way. So anyways, technically speaking, you're moving assets to assets. Technically speaking, can't disagree with you. But anyways, so I will go ahead and cut it there and prepare for a meeting here in just a little bit. I will have a show. What's today? I should have a show at 4:30 today. If anything changes, I'll let you know. That's it. The Patreon show, 4:30 p.m. Eastern. If you're not part of that, pop in there and join it. It is the beginning of the month, so every little bit helps. And again, like I said before, I hate that I have to have the paywall there. I really wish I could just speak my mind and let you guys hear what I have to say out here in the open without being concerned about it being pulled down every daggum time I say something. I've already had one video come out and they flagged it already. And that's why I flipped over, and it was a Patreon video too. That's why I split them off. It's like, just ends up being the way it is. So anyways, don't stop, just keep chatting. Manny, you're awesome. No, I have to get this stupid meeting going over here. So I really do appreciate all that we're doing. You guys are here again. Thank you for helping reach 1,000 subscribers. That is a huge milestone out on YouTube. They have different thresholds to be able to do different things. So that is a big deal. Thank you. Please don't stop. Subscribe. Help me grow the channel. Get it on your socials. All that fun stuff. So I really do appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful and blessed day. I'll see you at 4:30, and I'll let you know if anything changes. Be blessed.